I'm like a track me.
Give me the pack and I might pack that. She got a fatty, I might pack that. Give me your addy, we present it to you better than we go for the direct.
Hey guys, so today I'm just gonna do a best sells of 2018 kind of video for you. I have them all kind of screenshotted on my phone, so I'm just gonna show you off of my phone. We're just gonna dive right into it. 2018 was my first year of reselling, and I do apologize if I keep looking down at my phone, but this is where all the photos are. Yeah, so last year was the first full year of me reselling. I did pretty good for someone who like just started. I did work at Plato's Closet for about 3 years, so I did have insight on brands. I didn't have to do too much research. So my biggest sell of 2018 was my friend's iPhone 7 Plus Louis Vuitton phone case, and I had it listed for about a week, I would say, and I actually had issues with this listing on Poshmark. I listed it and then I realized that there's no activity, and it's Louis Vuitton, so of course there would be activity on it, right? So I reached out to everyone on Instagram, and I guess a couple people went to my closet. They tried to find it and share it, see if it would share. They couldn't even find it. So I go to my closet and I'm looking for it, and I realize that it's at the bottom of my closet because every time I've shared it, it actually never shared. So it was just getting sent to the bottom of my closet where no one could see it. Well, no one could see it anyways because to them it wasn't even listed. So I reached out to Poshmark and they just kind of played it like, girl, what are you talking about? They were like, we filtered your closet to everything Louis Vuitton, and on our end we see it. And I'm like, okay, what? So I go to my Poshmark closet, I share the listing with the phone case, and what do you know? Not a second later, I'm getting shares, likes on the phone case. So clearly something had happened to my listing over the weekend, and I reached out to Poshmark. They didn't say anything besides, no, we see it, it's fine. And so I messaged them again saying like, well, is there a way you can find out if it was flagged at all, because this has never happened. Clearly the listing was not being viewed for 3 days, but I never got a reply, so whatevs. So that's the phone case that I sold, and I sold it for $300. How I did that, I have no clue. I was taking a shower and I got out of the shower and I looked at my phone and it was someone purchased your item. So I'm like, cool, yeah. And then I finally go into the app and I'm like, oh. So after all the fees from Poshmark, she ended up getting $240. The next big sell I had, I tried to keep this over $70 and higher, only because I don't really sell things for like 100 plus. I haven't gotten there yet. But these, I really wanted to include this into the video because these were like my first pair of Nikes, or like first pair of shoes where I was like, whoa, those have a good resale value, as I felt like they did. I'm not sure. So these were the shoes. They were Nike Air Max Flyknits, and I had them listed on Mercari. I had a couple offers on there, but they weren't too good. This person, I'm pretty sure I sent them like an offer or something, and they accepted them. These shoes originally were $225, so score on her half, score on my half. I sold these shoes for $63, and then after the Poshmark fees of $12.60, I ended up getting $50.40, and I did get a 5-star rating, and she left me a comment, says, perfect fit, thank you for the quick shipment. The next thing I sold, this is probably one of my first bigger sells. My friend painted on a Calvin Klein jacket. She painted Rick and Morty, and I was like, girl, someone will pay up for that, let me sell it for you. So she gave it to me. I listed it, I think it was maybe up for a week or two, and I think I had it listed for $125 or $150, but I was sending offers of $103, and someone accepted it. They bought it for like their nephew or something. It was a present to someone. So I sold it for $103, and then after the Poshmark fees of $20.60, she made, oh, I also offered a shipping discount of $1.50. So after all of that, she made $80.90. So, fun story about these Gucci foam posits. I sold them on Poshmark for like $95, and I was like, ugh, I'm losing a lot of money on these. These were my own personal shoes. I was very cringy about selling them for that cheap. But luckily, this seller was tripping. She this is my fault because it was when I first started Poshmark, and for some reason I gave her my phone number. I was like really wanting to sell these, so I was like pushing for it, you know. I was like, girl, if you have any questions, I'll answer them. Text me. Gave her my number, and little did I know she was crazy. So I was sending her pictures, and she buys them, and then the next day she was like, so are these real? Because some of the stitching on it doesn't look real. And I'm like, girl, I worked at a shoe palace. I bought these from my store with my money. Like, yes, they're real. And she kept asking me more questions, asking more photos. And so I was like, girl, I love these shoes and it's really hard for me to give these up. So I want them to go to someone who's gonna enjoy them and love them, you know? So I canceled her order. I was like, nah. I took bomb photos, better photos, relisted it, and sold it the next day for what I wanted. I got 100, I believe. Yeah. So I sold them for $125, and then after the $25 Poshmark fee, I ended up getting $100, which is like half of what they're worth, but I'll take it. I didn't wear them anymore. She did leave me 3 stars for item cleanliness, which is some bullshit, but girl, I don't care. I got my 100. A lot of these are gonna be shoes. Shoes, if you're not selling shoes, guys, sell shoes. I sell a lot of my coworkers and my friends' stuff, and these shoes were actually my coworker's sons. And yeah, I listed them. I think they probably sold in a month. They did take longer than I thought they would, but I got them gone. They sold. I sold them for $85, and then after the Poshmark fees of $17, he ended up getting $66.50, and I did also include a $1.50 shipping discount. And I did get 5 stars for that, no additional comment, but I'll take the 5 stars and I will run with that. So these Jordans are my own personal Jordans. I didn't wear them forever. I had my mom got them for me, I think for a birthday gift, sorry mom, when I worked at Shoe Palace. But they hurt so bad. Like every time I wore them, I was getting blisters on my ankles, like could not do it anymore. So I finally was like, whatever, I'll sell them, but I kept to my price. People kept lowballing me and I was like, no way, Jose, I'm getting my monies. So I sold them for $80, and then after the Poshmark fee of $16, I got $64 and I got 5 stars. Okay, so you might see some different lighting or, you know, maybe a pimple on my head. That's because while I was editing this video last week, it just like paused. There was just paused on my face and there's no more video for like 8 minutes. So here I am, remaking the video for you guys. I'm just gonna go back to where I left off. So these Nike SB Zoom Dunk Lows were a gift to me from my boyfriend. I did sell them for $90, and after the Poshmark fee of $18 and the shipping discount of $1.50, he ended up getting $70.50. I got a 5-star rating and a comment that says, thank you, very nice, love them. Those were a little hard to see in that photo. They were a pair of New Tag Neiman Marcus frame shorts that I picked up at Plato's. It was during their 90% off sale, but these were not on sale. This was the only item I picked up that was not discounted. They were $12 and I ended up selling them for $52, and after the $10.40 Poshmark fee and my $1.50 shipping discount, I ended up walking away with $40.10. That's about like a $28 profit. She gave me a 5-star rating and left a very nice comment. Sadly, those shoes were another gift from me from my boyfriend, Adidas Tubulars, but these were at 8.5. I think I needed an 8 in them. Adidas runs so weird all the time, so I just feel more comfortable going into the store and trying them on when it comes to Adidas. I have a pair of Ultra Boosts. Those are 7.5, and then I have a pair of NMDs, and those are 8.5. So it's really like iffy. I'm anywhere from a 7.5 to an 8.5 in Adidas, so it's always confusing. I sold them for $82. After the $16.40 Poshmark fee, he ended up getting $65.60, and I also got a 5-star rating for that. These were Nike SB Zoom Janowskis, and they were a size 9. They were just too big for my boyfriend, so he sold them, and he sold them for $70, and then after the $14 Poshmark fee, he ended up getting $56, and I got a 5-star rating. Okay, so that Tory Burch purse pretty much is what started this whole reselling thing for me, pretty much. I worked at Plato's Closet and I saw that purse. I did some grimy stuff, I feel like, but oh well. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cheap here. I could probably make some good profit off of this. So I photographed it and I listed it. I didn't buy the purse from Plato's yet. I waited for it to sell on Poshmark and then I purchased it. But yeah, so I ended up selling it for $75, and after the $15 Poshmark fee, I ended up getting $60 and a 5-star rating, and she did add a comment saying great communication. There were some stains on the inside of the purse, so that's why I sold it for a little bit lower, and she was excited about it. She said she could probably get the stains out, so she won. I won. Did Plato's Closet win? Probably not, but that's okay. Anyways, those were my best sales for 2018. Like I said, I try to keep it above $70 and higher. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to be annoyed throughout all of 2019, because that's what I'll do, but I'll annoy you guys, just subscribe. Ring that little button. Ring that little button and we'll call it a day, you know? I'll get the notification. So subscribe.